Hello, this is the Greenbrier Valley Church of the Nazarene with your daily devotion for Wednesday, October the 28th. Today we will be reading and working out of the Gospel of Mark, chapter 7, verses 17 through 23. And here is the word of the Lord. After he had left the crowd and entered the house, his disciples asked him about this parable. "Are you so dull?" he asked. "Don't you see that nothing that enters a person from the outside can defile them? For it doesn't go into their hearts, but into their stomach, and then out of the body." Now, in saying this, Jesus declared all foods clean. He went on, "What comes out of a person is what defiles them. For it is from within, out of a person's heart, that evil thoughts come: sexual immorality, theft, murder, adultery, greed, malice, deceit, lewdness, envy, slander, arrogance, and folly. All these evils come from inside and defile a person." That is the word of the Lord. Our article from Carol Rittenhouse today is focusing on verse 21, "For it is from within, out of a person's heart, that evil thoughts come: sexual immorality, theft, murder," and the list continues on. And the article that Carol writes is entitled "Inside Out." Sometimes we tend to focus on the big sins and let the little ones slide. The Pharisees were experts at this. In fact, they established a whole system of breaking God's commandments. How? They believed that the problem of sin had to do only with actions. The problem, however, is exactly what Jesus is addressing in this part of his Sermon on the Mount. The commandment is, "Do not commit adultery." The Pharisee says, "Who, me? My actions are above reproach." Jesus challenged their assumption. Sin does not begin with action. It begins with the heart. Worse yet, sin is born when the natural human desires that God gave to us as being created in His own image are distorted and abused, leading to acting out. It is not difficult to see how lust is related to adultery. Jesus says it isn't enough to be sinless on the outside, because that's not where sin begins. Some are stuck in a desperate cycle of committing the same sins over and over. Perhaps they are starting in the wrong place. Our actions will always correlate to what is nurtured on the inside. The hymn is "I Need Thee Every Hour" by Annie S. Hawks. I need thee every hour, stay thou nearby. Temptations lose their power when thou art nigh. And we read from the book of Psalm, chapter 15, verses 1 and 2. "Lord, who may dwell in your sacred tent? Who may live on your holy mountain? The one whose walk is blameless, who does what is righteous, who speaks the truth from their heart." This is your daily devotion for Wednesday, October the 28th. Have a good Wednesday.